deadly bus crash, the horrific scene in southwest Baltimore this morning.
What we're learning now.
Hello again, I'm Jessica Cartalia.
And I'm Lynn Bowie.
And here's what people are talking about today. We continue to follow breaking news out of southwest Baltimore this morning. A Baltimore City school bus collides with an MTA bus, leaving 6 people dead. Now, WJZ has learned the NTSB is sending a team to investigate. WJZ is live with complete coverage of this deadly bus crash. Rick Ritter is live at Shock Trauma with the very latest on the condition of the victims. Captain Jeff Long in Sky Eye Chopper 13 is live over the crash scene with the impact on traffic. But first, WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live along Frederick Avenue with how this accident happened. Mike?
It all started right here shortly before 7 o'clock this morning when the bus, a school bus, slammed into a car and then apparently went out of control. You're seeing live images from WJZ's Sky Eye Chopper 13 over the scene. Large tow trucks have come in to move out some of the damage, but this investigation is going to take some time. We have learned that that school bus was contracted to Baltimore City through AA Affordable Transportation and was en route to pick up students when this disaster happened.
Frederick Avenue, South Monastery Avenue for the vehicle accident. Operations on Fire Ground 4 at 6:39.
The horrific crash happened around daybreak in southwest Baltimore. A school bus on its way to pick up 19 special needs children somehow slammed into the back of a Ford Mustang, then hit a pillar before crashing into the number 10 MTA bus on Frederick Avenue, killing 6 people and injuring at least 10 more.
In order for them to get into a school bus, they literally had to cut out seats. They initially went in the front compartment where people normally go in the school bus, and they found themselves going in partly in the back, trying to cut their way up to the driver and the patient that was in there at that time.
It was a crazy sight. I pull up.
Matt Feldman is still shaken about what he witnessed when he arrived on the scene.
And you said there was a woman screaming.
Yes.
And so the bus windshield was down?
Yeah, there's a driver on the right side, the left side. She was all the way up against the front, down where the door, her back was against the door. So the side door that opens up for the buses, and the windshield, the whole front left side of the windshield was down on front top of her.
Police say there were no skid marks. They're not sure whether the driver of the school bus had some sort of medical emergency. A key part of this investigation will be talking to the only other person on that school bus, an aide who was injured but survived. No children were on board at the time.
I know a working theory that's been introduced was there a medical emergency? The medical examiner will be able to make that determination to see if a medical emergency preceded the incident.
Police say the crash investigation is complex and will take time, with multiple investigating agencies on the scene. Even firefighters and police officers who've been on the job for years have seen few crashes this bad. And that MTA bus served a variety of communities from Catonsville to downtown Baltimore, Fells Point, and Highlandtown. You're looking at live images from Sky Eye Chopper 13 over the scene. A number of big tow trucks have arrived here, but it's going to be some time before they complete this investigation, which, as police have told us, will be very complex, involving a number of different agencies. 6 people, again, are dead, including the bus driver of that school bus and 5 others on the MTA bus. Live in southwest Baltimore, Mike Helgren, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Mike, thank you. Our complete coverage continues with Rick Ritter live at Shock Trauma with an update on the injured victims. Rick.
Lynn, 5 patients were transported here with general crash injuries, 2 of them at Shock Trauma, 1 in critical condition, 1 in serious condition. The other 3 we're told are in stable condition. Now, officials say this morning it was an all-hands-on-deck approach with doctors doing everything they could to help.
The images are tough to take in after a school bus and MTA bus collide in southwest Baltimore early Tuesday morning. A slew of first responders arrive on scene around 7 o'clock, immediately declaring it a mass casualty incident with 6 people dead. 10 others involved in the crash are all transported to local hospitals. 5 of them are taken to the University of Maryland. That's where 3 remain. 2 are at Shock Trauma. Just before noon, doctors gave an update on their condition and shed light on how the incident could have been even more tragic.
Given the nature of the incident, we certainly had all hands on deck. The collaboration, cooperation from our colleagues in the emergency department was really quite extraordinary. It was right to change a shift, so I can tell you there was not a single person who left the building after finishing their night shift. They all stayed to make sure that help wasn't going to be needed. It was really quite extraordinary. Every nurse, respiratory therapist, technician, all standing by, just saying, let me know what you need me to do when you need me to do it. So I will say the response was exactly what we would expect, but also my colleagues and I are incredibly fortunate to be able to work with the people that we work with, and their commitment to taking care of injured patients is just unparalleled.
Again, 5 patients remain here. We're told they're all adults, 4 female, 1 man, no kids. Again, 1 in critical condition, 1 in serious condition, the 3 others in stable condition. We are told that 1 or 2 of them, at least 1 or 2 of them, will need surgery. Reporting live this afternoon, I'm Rick Ritter, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Rick, thank you. Our complete coverage continues now with Captain Jeff Long in Sky Eye Chopper 13, updating the impact that this crash is having on traffic. Captain Jeff.
Well, this will have an impact for quite some time today. You can see both buses are still on the scene. Baltimore City Fire Department and the police are still on the scene. And like they mentioned earlier, the NTSB is on its way. So this is going to be a lengthy cleanup as well as an investigation. You can see that the vehicle recovery team is here with several trucks. So this is going to be complicated getting these buses out of here. Now, as we continue heading to a westbound direction on Frederick Avenue, you'll be able to see that the Mustang that was struck is still in the roadway as well. So you've got Frederick Avenue shut down between South Loudon Avenue all the way over to South Hilton Street. So that's about 3 city blocks, 4 city blocks. So it's a very large area that is normally well traveled this time of the day, and it's well traveled throughout the day. So this will have an impact as the day goes on. Reporting live from Sky Chopper 13, I'm Captain Jeff Long. Back to you.
Captain Jeff, thank you. And our complete coverage continues with Ron Matz live in the newsroom with Governor Larry Hogan's reaction to the deadly bus crash. Ron.
Well, hi, Lynn. The governor issued a statement after learning of this morning's horrific crash in southwest Baltimore. Speaking on behalf of the First Lady and himself, Governor Hogan said, quote, "Our deepest condolences go out to the victims and their families in the wake of this tragedy. We will continue to pray for those who were injured, as well as the first responders who worked swiftly and continue to care for the injured." The governor went on to say his administration gives its full support to the Baltimore City Police Department, and he offered any state assistance necessary. Lynn, that's the very latest from the Eyewitness Newsroom. Now back to you.
Ron, thank you. And here's what you need to know about the deadly bus crash in southwest Baltimore. A school bus collided with an MTA bus just before 7 this morning along Frederick Avenue after colliding with another vehicle, a Mustang. Police confirmed 5 people on the MTA bus were killed, as well as the driver of the school bus. 10 people were taken to the hospital with injuries ranging from minor to critical. No children were on the school bus at the time. Now, Frederick Avenue will remain closed for a significant amount of time as they continue the investigation. Stay with WJZ and CBSBaltimore.com for complete coverage of the bus crash in southwest Baltimore. We'll update you with new information as soon as it becomes available.